I'll fucking say it. The Snyder universe is dead. Personally, in my opinion, my final films in that fucking universe is Shazam sequels, Black Adam, and its sequel, if it is going to get a sequel, because I don't think it will. I think it's just going to be nothing more than a prequel, and then eventually they'll call it a day in Shazam 3. And that's really it. And that's all I care for. Suicide Squad 2, I'll watch James Gunn's Suicide Squad, but really I don't think he's going to continue on doing Suicide Squad. But it's pretty fucking bad. It's pretty fucking bad when you have a universe, and I keep repeating myself, they obviously fucking dropped the ball on trying to competition. Did you not see my fucking review? It's in the fucking channel. Go watch it. I talk everything on my thoughts on that shit. It's fucking absolutely greatness. Pure greatness. And honestly, hold on, just give me 1 minute. Fuck it. I'll leave it. Sorry about that. I was trying to close my door, but I can't because my fucking cord is caught into it. I'm like, screw it, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the fucking rant. And pretty much my whole feelings, just how I feel about Warner Brothers truly dropped the ball. Them not building on something, them pretty much not trying to care on building on the multiverse is downright insulting. When I see Marvel doing the multiverse and building on so many possibilities, making a fucking show on the multiverse. The What If show is your multiverse. And I guarantee you, these fucking goons, that's what I call them, goons who don't give a fuck about DC, who pretty much is going to sell it to Disney and pretty much maybe doing DC films or practically just scrap everything, pay off the actors, and pretty much go forward from there. And it really just says a lot to me how a DC fan, lack of now, because the comics are for shit, the fucking movies are 50-50 good. I can't even trust them for almost anything. Wonder Woman 3 is going to be trash. If it's going to be the same people doing the third one, why bother seeing it? Why bother seeing it? And as for Aquaman 2, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I might watch it just for curiosity. But the facts are, for me, as a fan of DC, it truly fucking pisses me off that DC just absolutely goes out of their way, or should I say Warner Brothers, goes out of their way to destroy what they have. I mean, I'm going to say this right now. It's pretty bad when the CW does better than the movies. It's pretty bad when CW is doing a better fucking job on Superman than the past 5 years. That's with Zack Snyder and without him. And that's saying a lot. And it just upsets me that DC doesn't want to take a risk, doesn't want to continue the Snyderverse on a better direction. They want to kill it as best as possible. Slowly just kill it. Just kill the fucking bitch. Slowly and painfully. And I just feel like, I'm just like, why? Why couldn't this be all resolved? Why couldn't this be all worked out with Snyder or without him and just go forward? Be better. Don't try to copy someone else's success. You have stories out there that you could do so well. And granted, to be fair, they have the TV department, the animation department, the video game department, the movie department, 50-50 chance that it's going to be successful on certain things, like fans like me. Sure, yeah, I may love Shazam. I may love Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's Justice League. No, I haven't watched that show in a while. I'm so behind. I stopped watching it after episode 1. For multiple reasons, CW reasons. I don't know if I should get into a DC show and get prepared for disappointment. Look at The Flash. They fucking went out of their way to throw in every single damn important storyline. Now all they have is speedsters storylines, or what's out there in the current comics. They did that Rebirth fucking Flash villain that was in the new Rebirth Flash comics, which was a cool story. I'm not going to lie. It was a really cool story. I'm not bullshitting you. That was a cool storyline. I actually thought that was pretty decent. But seeing it in live action, I'm just like, whatever. And I'm almost at a point to where with CW, I don't trust them as much as Warner Brothers, because with what? What variants do you watch? Oh God, you just had to. Well, if you're gonna, I was trying to make a list of variants, but yet again, I'm like, aren't those legacy characters? I don't know. I'll just say this: is Spider-Man 2099 a variant or a legacy character? I called him a legacy character because he's taken the mantle from Peter Parker and just going forward. I don't know. I just don't know. But if I want to go on saying variants, it would have to be Time Patroller Goku, which is basically Goku has everything, all Super Saiyan 1 down to 4, and also Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, along with the God stuff, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and I believe eventually he'll have Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct, correct myself. I'm reading the first Avengers comic. I'm up to issue 2. Yeah, I mean, are you reading the older comic books of Avengers? He does come back later on in issue 5 and a few other times. Hulk does show up, but yet again, in the older books of Avengers, he doesn't show up as often like the movies do. I said I said YouTube. What's that mean? I'm a little lost on that. Can you explain that a little bit? But kind of going back to the main topic. But anyway, just kind of putting my whole point in before I go into the other shit that we're talking about. But I just feel like it's a shame. It's a shame that Warner Brothers doesn't capitalize on what Marvel is trying to go for, but also still carry on what they have. I mean, it's going to be fucking embarrassing when you have a trilogy of fucking Wonder Woman, a trilogy of Suicide Squad, a trilogy of Shazam, Black Adam. I don't know how that's going to work out, but they'll figure it out. And fucking Aquaman, and that's it. And after that, I think they're going to call it quits. Actually, no, take that back. No, they're not going to call it quits. They're going to change it into where it's going to be completely different because they're supposedly going to do a Batgirl, a fucking Zatanna, and all the Dark Justice League, which is going to be very interesting how J.J. Abrams is going to go. I'm a big Abrams fan. I love his films. I love Cloverfield. I love the Star Trek films. In my personal opinion, he tried to save the sequel trilogy, but too little too late. But it's just, it really says a lot. Is a short. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about that one. I have to get back to you on that one. But I'll just say this. For me, just trying to just explain this for myself and just saying it how I personally feel, I just don't like how everything is at in DC. Even the comics suck. I seen it. I'm gonna redo my review on it, but yet again, I didn't have much to say about it. It was just a good movie, good stuff. Really, nothing whole lot to say about it. It was a very much a great film. Yeah, I saw Black Widow. It's a good movie, great stuff. It's just, I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I think Yennefer is, or no, Yennefer, Elena. I think I'm saying her name right. Is truly the best part, and I'm looking forward to her in Hawkeye. But I mean, just kind of telling you how I really feel. I mean, I really just, I don't like how DC is at. And that's why I want DC to go a different company. I don't trust DC literally anything on what Warner Brothers puts out except Batman. And as for DC on comics wise, I mean, it's at a point now for me, I'm just like, you fucked yourself on putting a new universe, a new direction. Your fans got fucking pissed off at you for rebooting their continuity because I like the change. You ruined my characters. Bitch, shut up. You have your fucking stories. Learn to deal with the fucking new direction, or walk home and cry to mama and fucking go to your little hole and just read your little precious little comic book. Oh, God, I hate it. I hate it. The pre-52 tards. What do you think? Tony Stark being killed off and being replaced by a clone. Wouldn't be the first. wouldn't be the first. Why? Anything happening in the newer comics that I should be aware of? Because I read the recent issue. Pretty cool storyline having Iron Man facing Ultimo. Not bad. I give it an 8 out of 10. Reviewing it whenever. But it's just and also I read the new Beast Wars comic, fucking amazing, by the way. Dinobot, oh man, he's still the same character. He's still the same character in that comic. But I mean, it is what it is. It's just, yeah. I mean, why? Just tell me why. Is something happening in the Iron Man comics? I heard the Captain America comics where Captain America is questioning himself. Should he be Captain America? And I'm like, oh, that's just typical. I mean, that's just really typical. I mean, like, do you really just gotta throw that in? I mean, it's kind of stupid. If you ask me, it's just kind of stupid of just repeating the same direction. Kind of also reminds me of the recent Thor issue. That's just, oh yeah, I saw it. It was, yeah, it was no, it was Raven was, well, that's Raven. That's the Raven. Look, if you think the Raven character from the cartoon was accurate, no, that's not the character from the comics. In the Teen Titans season 1, it was actually perfect comic book accurate. I'm the biggest Raven fuck you'll ever meet. That is Raven from the comics. She is lonely, she is very much dark, and she is very much sometimes emo to an extent. And a lot of times she is a little bit emotional. Not full up to date on with the current comics, but I just watched Comic Historian the last time dude, I don't watch that fucking guy, dude. He's just, sometimes he could be a flat out fucking retard. I mean, this guy literally just bullshits, and honestly, I'm like, what are you trying to do, honey? What are you trying to do? I mean, like, I get it. You're trying to prove the point. Shut up. Just, if in case you don't know, I don't really like him. I think he's a lot of times an idiot. I watched his videos in case I want to know what's going on a certain comic book character that I really want to know. And that's it. I don't care about his opinion on comic books because he comes across as a guy who clearly it's just, he doesn't get it. And maybe I'm one of those campers that doesn't either, but I'm pretty much knowing what the fuck I read and what the fuck I don't like. Like, for example, I don't want Thor to pretty much fucking drop the throne of Asgard. Scratch that shit. What's this? Wait and see on that. I mean, like, I'm waiting to see what he does next. That's all I'm gonna say. But kind of going back to the whole topic because I kind of got sidetracked. It's just, I want DC to be great. I want DC to be truly amazing, and I just don't find it entertaining to see fucking a studio that is honestly going to be completely different at the ending of the whole fucking year or two, I would say, because Discovery is going to change every bit of what makes Warner Brothers, and it really just kind of makes me feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers truly just goes a completely different direction. And that means just sell DC some of the movie rights or just sell DC in general. It would be kind of funny if Sony bought the rights of fucking DC Comics and pretty much they do DC movies. That would be kind of funny. But yet again, I mean, like, we'll have to wait and see how things go. But it's just the whole Black Superman it's downright ridiculous. I truly believe that is just downright stupid. Unless they're trying to just fucking just do whatever the fuck they want and they just don't care. And it really just bothers me on the whole factor of I want DC to be better, not just in movies, but in terms of comic books. You're great in video games. You're great in fucking animated movies. You're great in fucking literally every other thing except live action. It's almost at a point to where I'm like, I can't even trust you in live action unless it's the goddamn Batman or a character that I really want to see done right, like Shazam and Black Adam. Black Adam is going to be great. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I just want to talk about it. I just want to talk about how I truly feel. Hey, Bella, how you doing? And I just, it would be interesting. It would be definitely interesting. It's just, I really just feel like if, and only fucking if, Warner Brothers, or should I say Warner Discovery, ever saw the potential on Snyder, it would be fucking fantastic. But seeing a petition or a motion comic book of Justice League 2 and 3, and Zack Snyder is on board with that whole direction, just kind of tells me that, Zack doesn't really care anymore. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. And it just tells me that, he ain't coming back. He just ain't coming back. And it makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me feel like, it's going to be, I'm going to say this right now, it's going to be pretty bad when we do Secret Wars and when we do all these fucking fan service Marvel shit. I'm going to say this right now. You're going to have a moment to where you see the Fox X-Men characters, you see the MCU characters, along with the new Avengers and the old Avengers. I guarantee you Iron Man and Captain America will return in Secret Wars. I'm calling it right now. They will come back. Either they're going to be in as their evil counterparts, Captain Hydra and Superior Iron Man, which that would be kind of funny if that did happen. And to be fair, there are evil versions of the Avengers. And I know it's trash, but it's a hard love, Bella. I know, but it's just kind of explaining a little bit more how I feel. I feel more entertaining and more excited as a Marvel fan than I am with a DC fan. The only thing I'm excited for is the fucking video games. Besides Shazam, besides the Batman, which is going to be fucking killer. That shit's going to be greatness. And I'm going to say this right now. That is going to be into a trilogy. And cannot wait to see how it goes. I hope they do better than Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Because what I hope, and this is the same thing that I was hoping that Ben Affleck was going to do until someone ruined it. Thanks, Joss Whedon, you fucking goon. Never going to support your fat ass ever again. Dude, can you imagine fucking Superior Iron Man comes down and fucking crashing to the Avengers? And then you have that big shocking factor where Captain Hydra literally exposed Sam Wilson. We're nothing like the Captain America and Iron Man that we all thought you were thinking or shit like that. Oh man, that would just be so good. And have where just imagine to where Iron Man uses his extremist powers and uses it to fight the Avengers. Oh god, seeing them fighting the new Avengers. Oh my god. fucking greatness right there. Oh. DC has two iconic characters. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Well, not just. Well, I mean, like, I would dare say one. Well, actually, the only thing that literally all they give a fuck is the Batman. The Batman is their cash cow. And that's why, I'm going to say this right now, that's why they were trying to push the Batman for Ben Affleck so long, and they just didn't do it. Hold on, just give me a minute, guys. I gotta go do something. Just 1 minute. Just hold on. Give me 1 minute, guys. Oh, fucking sorry about that. I had to go do something for a minute. But I mean, dude, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would say push away silently, like they did with fucking uh, Johnny Depp. They pushed him away so far to a point where he had to force to retire as that character or resign or whatever. And I'm like, God damn it. They forced uh, Johnny Depp. And it just goes to show you that Warner Bros. Is a piece of shit company. Now, granted, I'm not saying Disney or Sony ain't no better, but it's just my problem is, and my whole point on this video is just, I'm sorry for getting sidetracked, and I apologize. But I just don't like what happened to the DC universe. I just don't like the fact that after all this time, just got ruined. And now it's more like it will never be restored. They're going to just push it over the side. And I'm going to say this, why restore something that's already dead or slowly going to die? The moment to where, and I'm going to say this right now, it's going to get to a point where a lot of executives or someone in Discovery pretty much say, let's end the Snyder universe or the whatever universe that they have now and just pretty much do whatever and just do self-contained stories like the Joker and Robert Pattinson Batman, which honestly that wouldn't be surprising. But I feel like it's upsetting to me as a fan who clearly just wants DC to be truly great. And I just don't like the fact that DC just fucking just goes out of their way to bullshit. Not just the movies, but the comics as well. The comics, it's nothing is really interesting. I don't really care about Batman. What's going on Batman right now? Because I'm full of Batman. And honestly, if I'm going to read a Batman story, I could read any other decade of Batman stories. Same goes with Teen Titans. I just don't care about the new stuff. And I don't feel the same with Marvel at all, because with Marvel, there's always something going on with Marvel. Maybe I'm too much of a Marvel fan as a child, and I grew up watching Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man, and all these other characters, and then later on went into the comic books and have a different perspective to a lot of these characters, and pretty much just realized, after so much bullshit, I had enough with DC's caterness, and I just don't care. I just don't care about whatever happens into the comics corner. And for the movies, it's just, I mean, the only thing I care about is Shazam and yours truly fucking Black Adam and Shazam, besides Batman. But yeah, sorry for the long delay, and I'll see you later. I don't know, Bella. I don't know. Um, sure, yeah, he may be supporting the Batman, but he's only doing it because he's probably friends with Matt Reeves or Robert Pattinson, and that's really it. The same goes with, like, for example, Sam Raimi was a humongous Spider-Man fan, or should I say, is a humongous Spider-Man fan. He grew up watching, or should I say, reading Spider-Man in the Silver Age. After Sony, and I mean Sony, pretty much fucked him in so many levels, he said the same thing. He said the same thing on what Ben Affleck is saying to Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson. He's excited and he's supporting whatever they do. That's exactly what's going on. And I wouldn't be surprised. Granted, I'm hoping if he ever wants to do it, it's up to him. I'm hoping he does one last Spider-Man movie. The same goes with Mark Webb. I just feel like one last film for those characters would be a really good entry to to wrap up those character stories. But yeah, I mean, Warner Brothers, I wouldn't be surprised they sold DC and their video games. People say that their video games are not going to get sold. Fuck me. Fuck. Shit. Getting a fucking throat cough. Fucking hell. People say that Warner Brothers ain't going to sell NetherRealm Studios and their video game division. The fuck they are. They're going to sell their video game division. I guarantee it. I just guarantee it. Which one? I don't know. Who they're going to sell to? NetherRealm Studios, just give it to Capcom. They'll be good with them. Or Sony. I would love to see that. But I'm just waiting for DC to be handed over to Disney on their comics division. And then eventually they go forward. I don't know what's going to happen if they do that, but we'll see. But it's just, I'm just not happy with it. I'm just not happy with a lot of things with DC. The movies, I'm just not really excited. A lot of them, like the Batgirl movie. Unless they get a good actress that I'm a humongous fan of, then yeah, I'll be really excited to see it. Zatanna, not really caring too much about that. But just a lot of their other projects. The only thing besides the Shazam and the Batman movie is the Supergirl that I'm very curious. That's going to be very interesting because they're taking a what if character and making her canon to the Snyder universe. But it's just, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they do with her. Is she going to be a one-time thing, or is she going to be a reoccurring character? That's my base. That's my biggest question. But we'll see. But I'd love to know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later.